It's the Kodiaks and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. It'll be the Kodiaks offense will have the ball first. And they'll be met by this defensive front, which can wreak havoc.
And if we're just being honest, this is every offensive coordinator and quarterback's worst nightmare. When you've got an offensive line with a lot of inexperienced young players and freshmen going up against the D-line, David, with this type of talent, with this type of experience and explosiveness, they chew up O-lines and spit them out daily, and you know they're licking their chops.
Bro, it's funny how you look at it from the offensive perspective, and immediately defensively, I'm like, it's hunting season. Like, we're going hunting. And here's the thing, we're going to find those freshmen up front. Like, that's the matchups that we got to make sure we dominate. So a great defensive line against some tough matchups on this offensive side.
That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. And the Kodiaks will punt this one away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The Ducks offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. And after the pick, there is an injured player who's still on the field. Off the play fake on first down. Hauls it in.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. They'll ride the hot hand. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Caught behind the line. It's Frazier. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. After the completion, we see there is a man down, and the clock will stop to check on him. The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Man, that's a great example of KYP. Know your personnel. A QB that doesn't run great, trying to get outside the pocket. Nice job by the defense, applying pressure and running him down and getting the huge looks.
And it's the Kodiaks will call on their punt team. That last howitzer was nice. How about another one just like it? He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Dante Moore makes the catch. It's Davison. Wrestled down at the 43 after getting 5. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. Offense lines up for a 1st and 10 from the 43. Running inside, it's Davison. Picks up the 1st down. Maybe some room here. Inside the 10, and he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Ducks! You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
He stopped right there after a short return, was looking for running room, and the coverage unit wasn't having it. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Running into the open space. There he goes. Knocked down at the 26 after ripping off 10 there. Here comes the offense on 1st down. They'll give it to him again. Crosses the 40. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Dropping back, it's Powers. Rushes on him. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Now, after the interception, there is a man who's still down on the field. They'll move the wide receiver. Touchdown, Oregon! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
That is the easiest touchdown pass that guy is ever going to throw. The little touch pass, jet sweep, and how about the speed out in the open field? Man, David, quarterbacks love those. Those are stat builders.
And defensively, man, we've got to see that. We've got to adjust. Safeties have to be able to come down and play that jet sweep. It's frustrating when you see him not adjust. And then, listen, you could see it, the wheels. I mean, that dude had some speed when he got around the corner, and nobody could catch him. But defensively, we've got to see that a second sooner so we can come up and make a play.
Let's see what Holly Rowe has for us on the sideline.
Here on the away team sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been...
And down he goes back at the 3.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
Here they come on 2nd and 3 from the 20. Gonna run it. It's Willis. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. And the Kodiaks send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Wants to return it. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going and now right back to work. A strike downfield. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Going to the run, it's Davison. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0.
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
He'll bring it out. It's Black. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Hey guys, here on the away team sideline, I can see a lot of conversations happening between the offensive line and the running back. They just haven't been able to get the ground game going. They're talking about he has got to be more patient, and they have got to give more of a push up front. The crowd is making it hard, though. I can tell you it is hard to hear as they try to struggle and communicate. We'll see if they're able to come together against this very hostile crowd. Back to you.
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. And it's the Kodiaks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for space, it's Willis. Hard-hitting tackle.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
And that's a welcome sign for this offense, right? They haven't put drives together. Nice to see them execute on 3rd down. At the very least, man, give your defense a rest. They've been playing a lot. Too many punts for this offense. Nice to see them execute on 3rd down.
First catch of the season for this highly touted wide receiver, and man, their fans have been hungry to see that.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses a couple of yards.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Grabbed behind the line, it's Haynes. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. Motion from the wideout. The run inside. It's Willis. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
So he'll help the completion percentage, but not the yardage. Stop for no gain.
And he got it to his running back, obviously making a good decision, but nice tackle on the play. Way to get the running back on the ground and not give the extra yards after the catch.
That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Kodiaks will punt it away on 4th down. And the punt hits ground at the 2 and goes into the end zone. He just missed, pinning them right in the shadow of the goalpost. It'll come out to the 20. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Throwing more. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Sweet cut there. At midfield, he's got room. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Moore to the air. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Makes the grab deep. They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. From the red zone, it's Davison. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Ducks! Give him 3 touchdowns in this game, and now up to 8 on the season. And the extra point makes it 28-0.
And he's in for his 3rd rushing touchdown. You college fantasy football players, that is what you want to see. +6, +6, +6. Let's go.
And the ball is loose on the return. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they get the ball right back. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Ripping through the defense. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. And after that 1st down gasher, they're close to the end zone. 2nd, and he surges across the line. Touchdown, Oregon!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Just into the end zone, and he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Let's go to the sideline in Holly Rowe.
Here on the away team sideline, there is a lot of conversation happening about better communication. This crowd is making it so difficult, already creating several turnovers early in this game. The defense is feeding off it, the crowd is feeding off it, and they've got their backs against the wall in a hostile environment. They've got to clean it up here to keep alive in this game. Back to you.
Okay, Holly. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. To throw, it's Powers. Safe completion on the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. Wow, this offense is just stuck in the mud. They've already punted 4 times, and it's 3rd down now. Gets it out to the 21, and that's not enough to move the chains. It'll be 4th down. And it's the Kodiaks decide to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll field the punt. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Makes the catch it. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! The offense puts up 6 for that trip to the end zone. I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the credit of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all of them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
And he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Kodiaks offense heads out to open this possession. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Quickly complete. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? An 8-yard pickup on the first down completion. Now 2nd and 2. Back to throw, it's Powers. They're setting up the screen. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Running to the left. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. And the Kodiaks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Black. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play.
And that wasn't a big gain, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. He's looking downfield to throw. They go to the wide receiver screen. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. And it's the Kodiaks who will bring the punt team onto the field. All the way back to the 15. He'll get it out to about the 20-yard line, and that's where they'll mark him down. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal.
Looking deep. It's caught. The 20. The 10. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. They keep it on the ground to open the 3rd. They get him stopped after a gain of 4 out to the 28. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Moore, play action. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. They'll move the tight end. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. Turns it on in midfield. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown Ducks! This crowd absolutely loving it as he rolled into the end zone. The Kodiaks offense heads out to open this possession. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Makes a grab and room to run. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And it's the Kodiaks peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. They'll run the option. He'll toss it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Solid pickup of 4 on first down at 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Working that left side now. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Running inside. It's Vance. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Holloway. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
Trying play action. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure gets to him again. Another sack. And the Cardiacs will try to pin them back with the punt. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. Holly, what update do you have for it?
Checking in from the Oregon sideline. There is a lot of excitement right now on the sideline. I see their quarterback going up to guys and saying, let's keep eating. This is what they expected from him, and he has gotten them off to a terrific start. They've got the lead, and he has performed well. No big surprise. He is their guy, and he is showing that leadership down here today. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Moore. Throwing right. Makes the grab. It's Hooks. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The run inside. It's Hill. Might have a chance. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd. And scanning the field is Holloway. They'll run the screen. Coaches talk about running with violence, running with bad intentions. That's what that looks like as he gets it up to the 32. Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play.
This has been a frustrating day, and I'm not sure it's going to get any better. You're already down huge. Listen, this offense can't protect this quarterback. They don't do anything right now. This defense has had their number all game long.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Here's Moore to throw. Pulls it in. It's Stewart. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football snap.
offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. Maybe a crease. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Sends it back in motion. Moore will throw. Right down the middle. Got his man. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Goes to the option. He'll pitch it. Touchdown! Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season. It's now 2nd and 10. Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. As we enter the fourth quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Nice job to get it past the sticks, and they get him down at the 35. And it's the Kodiaks will have it 1st and 10. With the draw, it's Vance. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
It'll be 3rd and long. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Back to throw, it's Holloway. Right on the money. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Kodiaks have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on first down. Get it out on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play. And it's the Kodiaks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. The running back has it. Fights off a defender. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you first downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
And the Kodiaks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking for space. It's Vance. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. And And it's the Kodiaks line up to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. They call it a coffin corner kick for a reason, and you really can't do it any better than that. He puts that thing out of bounds right around the goal line. On the ground with the counter. He's loose at the 15. Open spaces. The 50. He's at the 40. At the 20. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud.
Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. The Kodiaks offense heads out to open this possession. Well, this has pretty much been an evisceration, an old-fashioned stomping, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, this is one of those games where you're not necessarily throwing the playbook in the trash after this one, but I do think this coaching staff, David, really has to be honest with themselves and rethink what schemes are working and not working and which guys maybe need to get more touches in this offense.
Well, I think I like the trash option as well because it's been hot trash. This has been a bad day. Offense, defense, giving up a ton of points, not scoring near enough. So it's been a bad day you're going to want to forget. And this defense is more than happy with the offense running the football. They've done a great job today. I mean, they've really made this offense work so hard, earn everything they've gotten, and that's why this lead is ballooned like it has.
Moving out to the right. Quarterback slides, and that is a punch to the gut to any defense to let a quarterback get out and move the sticks there. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Rides to back and leaves it. And he's swallowed up immediately, stopped right at the line of scrimmage. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week.